Hey, what's up? Thank you everybody for coming back to my channel. I appreciate it. Namaste to each and every one of you out there. And I'm very grateful and thankful that you're here. Thank you, the Stock Explorer. Meow meow. I saw you too. Before I hit go live, let me find myself on the phone. Cause StreamYard got that like delay. So let me play a shout out to my members and to my super chatters and everybody.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning, hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds and put the work in, we got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tied up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass half wish. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no, I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop off fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of left, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through.
Good evening, Sweet Ray. Thank you, Sweet Ree. Thank you for coming to my live. I appreciate it. This was gonna be a quick live, just basically to see if anybody wanted to go ahead and participate in a playlist As you see, I've been watching people's playlists and dropping it. I just want, to get the word out there and everybody, know the Georgia Girl Troopers. Um, they started it among a group with themselves, but I've always been a loner type, so I've always done it alone since the beginning, like Scratch Community, and then I met Georgia Girl, I Am Every Woman Wellness, and I went ahead and I joined their Georgia Girl Troopers, which is a whole bunch of people, and you play each other's playlists. Hey MTGVTV Miss V, the number one crime TV show. Y'all wanna go watch some crime? Go over to her. She's a great channel, great motivator, inspirational, and she talks to you like any other person. She is down to earth. Sorry, I dropped my headphones. She's down to earth like no other, even though she's monetized. At least it ain't go to her head. She's cool. And Miss V, keep going and keep going to Meow Meow. Meow Meow is a place to be. You get views, you get bananas, you know? And trust me, you get views, yo. She's helping out on At It Again Media. So she's a cool person and she's down to earth. She's very kind. Her name is Meow Meow Lifestyle Goodine. Nightbot will drop it. Nightbot will drop it. And I'm going to go ahead. If anybody, no problem, NTGV TV. You know, you always got my love no matter what. You always got my careness. I told Meow Meow from the get go what was up, so she knows, and it's also her to feel the person's vibe, and if she like the person's vibe, then she'll kick it with you. However, that's how it is, but she don't like the person's vibe, but yeah. So I'm gonna read the book. Well, basically, I didn't want to read today. I wanted to just hang out, chill, see what's up with everybody. Miss V, as you can see, I ran Sweet Reed's playlist. She needs Sweet Reed. How many hours do you need to get monetized? Dave Adventures, MTGV TV, Miss V, you should be monetized already. But as being monetized, we need to stay on our hours. So I know that. Because somebody told me that we need like 10,000. I'm like, what? Man, ain't nobody gonna have no damn 10,000. And then, like, they were like, well, you just gotta put a lot of videos and everything. But Myanmar was like, don't worry, don't worry. Cause I'll be like, what the? I'll be tripping. Hey, Torment TV, what's up? Welcome to Buddha of Destiny Namaste channel. Thank you very much for coming, sir. Man, that's MTGV TV, one of the true crime. It's like watching True Crime Daily or Kendall Ray. For real, you need to go watch MTGV TV. Sweet Reed join me on Saturday at 2:30. You got your link so I could pin it. You could just put your link with that message and I'll pin it for you. So it's highlighted and they see it. I don't know if y'all could see me. Let me see. But yeah, I want to see if anybody wants to help each other out. by running each other's playlists. Even though they got the Georgia Girl Troopers doing it. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's what I think. I got from Google Images. I forget what I was googling. Think depression, meditation. Hey, Rudy. What's up, Rudy? How you doing, sir? How are you doing today? So I'm running my friend's playlist, Lifestyle Gooding. She got 251 videos I've been running. Rudy, are you a content creator? We're gonna try to help Sweet Reed pass the line and get monetized. I need to know how many watch hours she needs. Is she in the chat? Can somebody please let me know if she's still there? And Ms. V, you're a moderator. Can you see if you could tag her? Tallman used to be a moderator. I understand it's kind of hard to understand me. I apologize. I got hit by an 18 wheeler. Um, I never planned on coming on to YouTube and talking like that. Okay, no problem. And talking, so I just planned on coming here and doing scratch offs. But then I joined a lot of communities and I met a lot of nice people. And I think that they cool. They got a lot of very good information. They got very good channels like MTGV TV. I tell you, when I go in there, I'm not bored. I'm not bored at all, cause she's like right on it. All right, I'm gonna read the Spiritual Laws of Life by Harold Klemp. Um, I went ahead and told you guys if you want to do a playlist, swap playlist or anything, type Buddha Buddha. It's below scrolling, and this is talking about nature, laws of nature, the laws of the negative power, the laws of the physical universe, the natural laws. While on earth, man is subject to the laws of the negative power, or what are often termed the laws of nature. The law of nature tells us little or practically nothing about nature, but certainly something about man. Assertions about the world are really assertions about ourselves. What man experiences in the ordinary course of life relatively is nothing but the absolute experience in a special way. Now, the law of the world as we know it is this: if a man's attention is focused upon an object which gives him pleasure, he will have pain if it is removed. So you see, this law of nature compels us to place the attention of many on a permanent object so that there will not be an unbalancing of the emotions to greatly through pleasure or pain. To understand ourselves and our place in the world, we might pay more attention to the natural. Assertions about the world are really assertions about ourselves. What man experiences in the ordinary course of life, relatively, is nothing but the absolute experience in a special way. Laws to the life cycles of animals and plants. If we wish to understand what is to be and what is right. We simply study the laws of nature. Hey, Rob Banks, major love shout out. Thank you so much, Dave. I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't see that. I was reading. I apologize.
I wake up every minute with a fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know
Thank you so much. I didn't want to lose my place. While I was reading, I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat. I'll try to put this more up. My peripheral vision can see it. Thank you very much, Rob Albanks. Major love shout out Hazel, Mega Meow Meow. If we wish to understand what is to be and what is right, we simply study the laws of nature. Nature shows how truth has manifested itself in the past. The laws of nature can be bent when there is a need for protection or for a spiritual lesson. Usually, the experience is given as a way for an individual to learn something that could not be learned any other way. He is raised to a higher state of consciousness, much in the same way as when he travels to a temple of golden wisdom. The law of nature usually sees change occur gradually. Nature reflects the laws of ECK. Therefore, observe its workings in the habits of birds, the cycles of plants, and the insects, of reptiles and mammals, all seeing the glory of ECK, all cheats the secrets of life. Watch the coming and going of clouds, the waxing and waning of the moon, and the rising and setting of the sun. They reveal the natural order of creation. Everything is right when there is neither too much nor too little for the time, the place. So is it also with your spiritual life. Polarity. Law of polarity. The law of opposites. The third law of the physical universe. The state of opposition between any two related factors, yin and yang, negative and positive, feminine and masculine. The negative are reactive side and the positive are active side. The third part is the passive or middle path. With each thing each thing within this universe is supported, animated, maintained, and is in opposition to its opposite. Hey, meow meow! Polarity simply means a state of opposition between any two related factors, light and darkness, heat and cold, material and immaterial, harmony and discord, positive and negative, north and south, male and female, etc. This law states that every this law states that every phenomenon on whatever scale and in whatever world it may take place, from molecule to cosmetic phenomena, is the result of combining the meeting of two plus the third, which is the passive middle. I need to drink some water. Hold up. Take care, Dave. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. If you have any upcoming lives, premieres, anything, go ahead and drop it. I'll pin it. This law states that every phenomenon, on whatever scale and in whatever world it may take place, from molecule to cosmetic phenomena, is the result of combining the meeting of the two, plus the third, which is the passive middle. This is not the balancing of the two. It is the path which Buddha called the middle path. Scientific thought today realizes the existence of positive and negative forces, but science has never raised the question of a third force. According to exact divine science, one force or two forces can never produce phenomenon. The presence of the third is always necessary to produce any phenomenon. This neutral force is not easily accessible to direct observation and understanding. The idea of the unity of three is absolute ECK forms and basis of the three worlds and the ancient teachings. Within the material universe, the law of polarity or the law of opposites operates. Nothing exists except in relation to its opposite. This is also within the psychic worlds, astral, astral, casual, and mental. However, when the heavenly worlds this is not true. For here it is true that there are no opposites. Although the sacred scriptures of the world say so, these scriptures claim that the good go into some heavenly paradise while the evil will be punished forever in some fiery region. This is the law of the opposites or polarity. Those who are good attract the good, and those who are evil attract the evil. Therefore, in the heavenly states, it's found that polarity and chemistry are within two objects. This is the vibration. Excuse me. Oh, Carmina just went live. Um, yeah, Mel, can you drop Carmina's link to her live? I'll probably just doing it before you. Alright. Oh, shit, my computer's tripping. Dun, dun. Damn, a lot of people went live? Oh, Samsung S20. Oh, tablet. Samsung S20 tablet. Oh, I can't watch under this name. I need to switch. Let me share. Oh, I can't share her because I'm on the other name. Fuck. Uh, let me put her here. Carmina. This. I don't know what her last name is. I know it's D something. Carmina D. Everybody, please go show love. Go hit thumbs up. Go say what's up. I put up her live. Let's see. I'm sorry for the pause. Uh, where is it? Okay, there it is. I don't know if I could pin it. It took me to her live. No. It took me to her live. I need to pin it, yo. I tried to do my banner on Pixel Lab, meow meow, and oh, that's tripping. I got two people watching, so I guess they don't like hearing about spiritual stuff. Thank you, meow meow, for staying around. I appreciate it. Thank God I figured out how to pin her message. There we go. Alright. Now I'll switch this phone into my other account's name. So that way it shows some kind of activity. Oh, that's because everybody's live. Ah, but they're talking about football. Oh. People are buying that VR thing and doing all the games and everything. I honestly, I don't think that's safe. It's just gonna cause an imbalance in the brain. That's what I know. Yeah, man, goes to a lot of museums, eh? Shit, he travels a lot. Son of meow. You have to travel a lot, I see. Alright. Phenomenon. The presence of the third is always necessary to produce any phenomenon. This neutral force is not easily accessible to direct observation and understanding. The idea of the unity of the three is absolute ECK forms and the basis of the three worlds and the ancient teachings. With this material universe, the law of polarity or the law of opposites operates. Nothing exists except in relation to its opposite. This is also true within the psychic worlds, the astral, casual, and mental. However, within the heavenly worlds, this is not true. For here it is true that there are no opposites, although the sacred scriptures of the worlds say so. These scriptures claim that good go into some heavenly paradise, while the evil will be punished forever in some fiery region. This is the law of the opposites or polarity. Those who are good attract the good, and those who are evil attract the evil. Therefore, in the heavenly states, it is found that polarity or the chemistry within two objects are no longer exist, and that the soul is free to do whatever it desires, as long as it falls within a general pattern of the heavenly law. The law is love is all, and do as thou wilt. Anyone who lives on this side of the law of polarity is not free, but is one who is always reacting to circumstances, who is enslaved to reactive habits, who is always being exploited and is desirous of materialistic factors, which when one gains perfect knowledge of the spirit, he does not give up the physical body and subtle bodies at once. He has his choice of going on living here as long as he is in perfect harmony with spirit as its agent and is not bothered within the law of the opposites. One of these laws is nothing can exist except in relation to its opposite. This is an old principle of the positive and negative. The positive is the outgoing, the God force, and the negative is the insert receptive force. For example, laughter must have its opposite, tears, and neither can the universe have complete joy without sorrow. Therefore, this universe is not static, but is a constant dynamic state. There is nothing internal on this plane, but change itself. This is where God arrives in our lives. For behind the change lies the eternal, the unchanging, which the change lies the eternal and the unchanging, which the outer eye cannot see. As long as anything exists on the mental and physical plane, it is due to be a constant change. Now, the second principle is that positive is forever transforming into the negative, and correspondingly, the negative is forever and the process of becoming the positive. Each power needs the other in this world. Without one and the other could not exist. The teachings need to be revitalized and reformed to show the world how to take advantage of the two forces, not to put a strain upon the individual aspiring to hold to one constantly when it is almost an impossibility, unless he is trained by the ECK master. Therefore, do not despair if the cycle strikes in a low depression at one time and then later turns to the higher and vice versa. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Beyond the soul plane in those worlds of spirit, we begin to work in the whole world, in the whole. There are no regions or planes that we know of. It is simply one world of light. In the lower regions where the world will re-exist now, something can be known only by its counterpart, truth by untruth, light by darkness, at the soul plane as the ECK stream or Spirit of God comes down from the God center. It splits into two parts, the positive and the negative. We have manifestations of this split. Though we take it for granted, it shows up all around us. If you want to iron, you first put the plug into the wall outlet, and this uses alternating currents, the, the positive and the negative. We see the height of the mountains and the depths of the valleys, because the only way anything can be known in this lower world is a comparison to its opposite. We're always thinking in the parts. The Greek philosophers came close to having the spiritual viewpoint. They tried to have an overview when they looked at life as it existed here, and they would address it from the whole. In the West, we fragmented men and women, happiness and sadness, and generally view life in its parts. Mm, Need some water. Thank you, Angie, for still being here. I appreciate it. Namaste to you and your family. Many prayers to the Philippines. I heard about the typhoon. When soul enters into the regions of immortal immorality, or the worlds of true spirit above the psychic worlds, it, find, it finds no opposites. Light is light, and there is no opposite to it in the sounds of ECK. Only the polarity of the highest qualities. Therefore, the Echius is a realist, for he knows how to use the law of polarity. When he has to use his consciousness in the psychic world, he is able to take advantage of the law of opposites. But when let's see what she was doing. Uh, but when he is in the world of the true kingdom of God, then he is able to use the law of polarity for his own benefit through the conscious state. Progression. Parentheses, it says unfoldment. Progression or unfoldment law of. Soul is an inevitably bond to become a co-worker with God. It means going through all the steps that lead to this. To teach soul how to give and receive divine love. The law of unfoldment or progression in the lower worlds always operates under great law of love, which is the entirety of the holy ECK that permits and gives sentence to all certain. Spiritual unfoldment never stops. It goes on and on. No matter how far you have come today, you can go further tomorrow. And no matter how far you further in your next lifetime, spiritual law requires that you go either forward or backward. The law of progression is linked to another grand law at the top of the lower planes. The law of economy, the ECK sustained disclosures, fourth sense. Lesson 10. The laws of unfoldment then is to teach soul how to give and receive divine love. Since soul entered this earthly theater, it has been both the perpetrator and victim of an endless been both the perpetrator and the victim of an endless array of horrors. Each person who is alive today has been in either of two rows 2 times without number testing the limits of the hidden spiritual laws. Another any limits the soul's right to unfoldment in consciousness. The law of the universe is that person has the right to choose the own course of progress on earth. Law of spiritual protection. Hey, what's up, the Stock Explorer? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Law of spiritual protection follows the principle of speak not, harm not those who are the barriers of light, for harm will come to him who does. The Manhanta, the living ECK master, offers spiritual protection to all followers of ECK. The old law of protection is this: nothing can hurt us unless we ourselves allow it. A person always has free will. Even the Mahanta cannot give anyone protection unless the person allows him to do so, because that is the spiritual law. There are several means of protection that are possible to use against those who intrude into our state of being. One simple method in is putting a reverse mirror between yourself and the harm. Let me see. And the harm. This is done by imaging a mock-up of a mirror that reflects back to the sender all unwanted thoughts and forces. Another form of self-protection is to put yourself in a what circle of light. Then look out from this center at whatever is disturbing you. You may also imagine a wall that shields you from the physical, from the psychic enemy. Hey, what's up, No Way Musty? When we speak of opening your wings, it's coming into an awareness of the spiritual love and protection of the ECK masters. There are the guardian angels around you all the time. It's just a matter of opening your awareness and going above the human consciousness to recognize and benefit from this. Resonance, law of resonance, earth intuition opens the opens the gate to certain regions of the corresponding plane and the new levels of consciousness. The third initiate opens the gate to your free coming and going to certain regions of the casual plane. The region of the first causes this level of the consciousness deals with cause and effect as well as with past lives. Yet as a third Yet as a third you're ready to accept only some of the knowledge that is available with respect to many interplays of the law of resonance and storage of the. Hey, what's up, Angie? Thank you, Star Explorer. What I was doing was I was basically asking if anyone wants to join the playlist buddies, just drop your link. Drop your link. The Star Explorer I gotta record what I watched of you so far. I watched a lot of videos of you. I think you monetize, right? I've been going to so many channels. I'm sorry if I don't remember. All right, reversed effort. Law of reversed effort, the functioning of the imagination by negation which draws into the external that which one is trying to avoid. For example, the law of reversed effort is simple. Simply the harder a person struggles to achieve some goal, the more difficulty he will have to overcome difficulty caused at least in part by the strain of his effort. You try too hard, relax, take it easy, and try again is an expression we hear so much in the Western world. We must make the mind one pointed, as the Eastern adepts say, but nothing mental should be strained. We should never try to force results. We should stick to our task and finish out the race, but never knock ourselves out doing it. This is known as ECK, as the law of reversed effort. The law is a practical law of nature concerned only with man, for man is the only animal on earth that can make use of his imaginative powers. This law is concerned with imagination. It goes like this. The more you try to put your imaginative powers upon something in concentrated effort, the less you could do it. The harder you struggle to achieve some goal, and the more difficulty he will have to overcome, difficulty caused at least in part by strain and effort. You try to you try too hard, relax. Take it back, yo. Take it easy and try again. Are frequently heard expressions. It means to try not to force results. Take, for example, when one is trying to ride a bicycle through rocks on a road, trying to avoid hitting the large ones. He is so conscious of hitting the rocks, he probably do so. Or if a man tries to walk across a small plank, they get a stock explorer. Or if a man tries to walk across a small plank from one building to another at the 10th floor, his mind would be on falling and not on the walking. You see, this law is concerned with imagining and feeling. What you image must have feeling. Therefore, the negative imaging is more likely to be effective than the positive imaging because the negative has feeling with it. Of course, any situation when altered by the force will tend to persist. Then, this is why so many people fail to resolve their problems, no matter who might be helping them. Force will make the problem and situation more solid, regardless of whatever resolve. Therefore, it therefore is to change them. Generally, the greater and untruth is these circumstances, the more solid it will become if force is used. Oh, let me see, my battery's dying. Oh, I got 90%. It made noise. Of course, any situation when altered by force will tend to persist. This is why so many people fail to resolve their problems, no matter who might be helping them. Force will make the problem and situation more solid, regardless of whatever resolve there is to change them. Generally, the greater The greater an untruth is in these circumstances, the more solid it will become if force is used. The problem with surrender is that the more one tries to give something up, the harder it is to do. It is the law of the reversed effort. Let me change the title real quick. Spiritual laws of life. So, what do y'all think of the book so far? By Harold Quinn. Yeah, they are. Especially, when you're going through shit. You can see I removed my banner. And as for the badges, I picked out the pictures. And somebody made it for me, but I don't want nothing to do with them. Like, they betrayed me. Like, nothing. And what hurts the most is I'm the one who gave, like, gave a F, who cared more about the friendship than the other person. They could swear up and down that no, that they care. No, you're just a cruel, yeah, cruel hearted. I don't believe in that. I'm just gonna do me, and I'm gonna, just read my spiritual books, do my qigong, 4 in the morning, start meditating, and meditate on the situation. And I could tell you I already been to the astral plane, and then I went straight up into the spiritual plane. So if by any chance I am given a vision again, a dream that will occur in the future or anything, to stay away from you, I will stay away from you. Believe that. Yeah, they're not at all. I mean, 2 years, man. 2 years. 2 years. It's like it's 19 months, but it's gonna be 2 years. Hey, Bella Batal, drop your link. Type Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. Let me see if you have a wrench. Let me go back to the channel. So I got out of my name because my friend was live, so I went to her live. Um, yeah, I got a lot of friends that are live right now. Uh, Let me see. Let me type my name because I don't see my live. See, prayer is when we talk to God, but when we meditate is when we listen to God. Hey, little boss. Major love shout out, sir. Everybody, please connect with the Stock Explorer, please. Little boss, please connect with the Stock Explorer. We're trying to get her on the road to 1K or 2K. The stock sport, are you monetized? I'm fighting a cold. Drink hot lemon water 3 times a day. And if you're getting a fever, burning up, strawberries and bananas crushed with ice with coconut water will give you back your electrolytes, give you your vitamin K, and give you your potassium. Take zinc over the counter. Make sure it's 100% zinc. Look at the ingredients. It's from Whole Foods. Get 2 green organic kiwis a day. Eat 2 green organic kiwis a day, and that will help you with your breathing. You just have a chest cold, you just tap on your thymus gland, and that will give you more red blood cells to build up, more red blood cells to fight off the cold. If you take honey, honey is good. I know when I have a cold and I don't feel like dealing with shit, I take a shot of whiskey. I'm not gonna lie. I take a shot of whiskey with I put ginger, I put lemon. It's a Puerto Rican thing. I got the ingredient from Promise Shaw. And then you have something called BOIRON. It's OSCILLOCOCCINUM. My mom gives me that. Those are the seeds that's supposed to help you. But yeah. Okay, no problem. Much love, little boss. That's the BJ to you. Okay. Hey, the ASM vlogs. What's up? Yeah, well, I'm fighting depression. So you're fighting a cold. I'm fighting depression. Good morning, Maganda Magapo. Maganda Magapo. Let's see. But it's not like for someone like me to let depression, overcome me or win or anything. If anything, I stay, positive, highly motivated. She just woke up. I never took my nap. I stayed in my friend's live on the panel. She's probably sleeping right now. Um, but yeah, I'm reading the book, The Spiritual Laws of Life, and what we were basically reading is about yin and yang and talking about the differences. Someone said that they're the same, that we need the dark to make the light, and so far what I read, the light, it's like the quote in the Bible, 2 Samuel 22:29. He turns my darkness into light. It's like that. So take for example, when one is trying to ride a bicycle through rocks on a road, trying to avoid hitting the large ones, he is so conscious of the rocks, he'll probably do so. Or if a man tries to walk across a small plank from one building to another at the 10th floor, his mind will be on falling and not on the walking. You see, this is concerned with imagining and feeling. Hey, Rudy, what's up? Anybody got a live, upcoming premiere, upcoming live? Please drop it. I will pin it. Little boss, I know you have an upcoming live. Please write down upcoming live stream day and time, and then I'll pin it. Just don't drop the link. Like put the info for the people. His mind would be on falling and not on the walking. You see, this law is concerned with imagining and feeling. What you image must have feeling. Therefore, the negative imaging is more likely to be effective than the positive imaging because the negative has feeling with it. Of course, any situation when altered by force will not tend to persist. This is why so many people fail to resolve the problems, no matter who might be helping them. Force will make the problem and situation more solid, regardless of whatever resolve there is to change them. Generally, the greater an untruth is in these circumstances, the more solid it will become if force is used. The problem with surrender is that the more one tries to give something up, the harder it is to do. It is the law of reversed effort. Yeah, that's because you gotta like stay positive, stay focused. Don't let those like little thoughts or anything come in. Spiritual growth, the law of spiritual growth. Truth has to be continually rediscovered, reformed, and transformed. The same truth has to be experienced in every new forms. Spiritual law governs when and how a seeker makes the leap from his immature beliefs to those individual I'm sorry, to those of a higher nature that are very clear about an individual's rights and responsibilities as a spiritual being. The law of growth in the lower worlds demands that everything must go slower and slower as it ages. Finally, one settles into a rut, becomes less mobile until death is the final state. Only the spiritual exercises, the ECK, can renew consciousness and ensure soul an escape from rebirth and death. Truth cannot be taken as one's own discovery, but it has to be continually rediscovered. It has to be reformed and transformed if its meaning, its living value, and spiritual nourishment are to be preserved. This is known as the spiritual law of growth, which is the results in the necessity to experience the same truth of ever new forms and to only the spiritual exercises of the ECK can renew consciousness and ensure soul an escape from rebirth and death. Cultivate and promulgate not so much the results, but the methods through which soul obtains knowledge, experience, and reality. Unity, the law of unity, the seventh law of the physical universe, thinking in the whole instead of the parts. The seventh law of the physical universe is the law of unity, thinking in the whole instead of in parts. It is a simple way of knowing the solution to the problem the instant it presents itself. In a way, this is called liberation from the bondage of the world, which men have always cried to their God to give them. This law simply means that one must be wholly within the ECK in order to enjoy himself as a whole man and be able to select consciously what he wants in life and work at it. Some of the ancient Greek philosophers used to think from the whole. They would consider the overview. Western man usually thinks in terms of the parts. Most people think only in fragments, and because they do, they can't step back and take a whole look at the whole situation. So a problem defeats them before they've taken even one step. Amen. Meow. The law of vibrations, the fourth law of the physical universe, which governs all the influences such as wavelengths, outflows, inflows, cause and effect, and the harmonics of the movement of the sound. The fourth law of this universe is the law of the vibration or harmonics. This is the law that governs all the influences upon the soul and the body in this world, such as wavelengths, outflows from the planets, stars, and heavenly bodies, music, sound, color, and generally harmonics. Under this principle falls karma, cause and effect, and inflow and outflow. Close observance shows the manifestation of the laws of harmonics and vibrations of every kind, including light, heat, chemistry, and other vibratory sciences. Let me drink some water, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry about that. Here we go. From the seven scales of music, each octave do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti contains a good foundation for understanding the cosmetic laws of vibrations. Each octave has an ascending octave in which frequency of vibrations increase. As one goes along the scale, it is found to descend after T and continue going around the scale again and again until it makes a circle or something similar to a circle. This is true. Let Hey, type of comment. I think the video ended. Watching my friend's playlist. Hey, Phoenix, Carmina, hey. Alright, so makes a circle or something similar to a circle. This is true of the physical universe, for nothing keeps a straight line. Nothing in the physical world stays in the same place or remains what it was. Everything moves, everything is going somewhere. It's changing, inevitable, either develops or goes down, weakens or degenerates. Ascent or descent is the inevitable cosmetic condition of any action. Nothing in the physical world stays in the same place or remains what it was. Much love, Phoenix. Thank you very much for coming by. Thank you, Carmina. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Pain and the past are nothing more than the love's crevices, its shell, its seedbed, in which this which these necessary nothings release such real wonders, such as the comforting thrill of God's hand on one's shoulder. Pain and the past are nothing more than love's sure, was it? Chrysalis? Chrysalis. It shows its seedbed, in which these necessary nothings release such real wonders, such as the comforting thrill of God's hand on one's shoulder. Laws of charity, the laws that bring soul a greater capacity to love. Yeah, I get to know Camina, the Stock Explorer. She's a good person. Phoenix, the ASM vlogs, they're very good, very supportive. Please type Buddha to drop your link. Please type Buddha. Shilla laws and rules for the Shilla laws and rules for the give harmony, purity, and perfection of soul. The laws and rules of the ECK Chela are simple. These are to give harmony, purity, and perfection of the soul. This constitutes heaven in the physical vehicle. He must practice the disciplines of ECK. The first is to have cleanness of the mind, that no words which would pollute the air enter into his mind. He shall look upon all men as creatures of God, and this only for they, like himself, are temples who shall eventually become co workers with God. He must in mind fast continuously from all foul thoughts which could infect his mental state and consciousness. Through he learns the powerful awareness of the presence of the living ECK to be deceived or dismayed by the conflicting world around him. He knows that all universes, regardless of whether or not they are under the rulership of the Kal Niranjan, are really worlds of perfection, harmony, and good. He learns that patience is the greatest discipline of all the spiritual works of ECK. By patience, he can endure life hardships, karmatic burdens, the slanders of men, and the pricks of pain and disease. He keeps his mind steadfastly upon the world, upon the light of the God, never swerving, never letting up on his attention to the goal of God realization. He comes to know humility, when you're like humiliated, what do you call it, bro? When you're, y'all know what I mean. He comes to know humility, 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 and chastity in his life on earth, and that all his responsibility belongs to God, not to anyone nor anything within this physical realm. His loved ones, family, and relatives are the images of God mirrored in this worldly life and abundant to serve the Sigmund and Supreme Deity. He will come to discriminate between all things, that there is no God, nor evil, nor beauty, nor ugliness. There is no sin. That all these are concepts of the mind and the dual forces in the matter worlds. Once he recognizes and understands this, he will then be free of the cow traps. he will be ready to enter into the kingdom of God, the ocean of love and mercury. He will be the ECK of itself. The path of ECK doesn't eliminate the five passions of the mind. We learn how to control them. How? By focused attention, the power of soul, which is initiated by chanting of your word. By chanting your word, you instantly have the power to raise yourself in consciousness to the point where you are able to step back from any situation so that it doesn't overwhelm you. Then you can look at it objectively and unemotionally and figure out what's happening. Ask yourself, is it in my best interest, or is someone using his creative imagination to trap me within the dimension of his time and space? Hey, Vinny! What's up, Vinny? There's Vinny. Angel 8. Angel number 8. Yup. To live in this truth, to abide in the Word, is to bear the harvest of all things in the richest manner, that is, to live harmoniously in the spiritual senses. Law of creativity. Every atom is striving continually to manifest more life. All are intelligent and all are seeking to carry out the purpose for which they were created. Life is a mystery until we come to the path of ECK. We begin to understand that we can. Give me a minute. Vinny, I'm gonna drop the link. So if you want to come up, you can come up, Vinny. Army, whoever. Stay. If you want to be in the background, Vinny, come up. You can chill. Life is a mystery until we come to the path of ECK. We begin to understand that we can be the creators of our own world, and that in the truth, what are we today? And a creation of that which we have made from the past. There is a way to change the future, and we can do it, but you don't do it by wishing. When an individual looks for God realization, it has to be more than a passing fancy. It's not like a fashion that you only wear for a season. You don't just forget your high aspirations for God. It must be something that is within your heart in a gentle way. You know that no matter what happens on the path, it is always to lead you closer to the source of soul's creation in the heart of God. Soul wants to return home. You develop a sense of humor as challenges come up. You begin to draw on your creativity. You find solutions that would never have occurred to you before. Life becomes more fun. You actually have more adventuresome life. You get put into. Oh, I heard a pop. Boop. Oh, I gotta remove the banner. Wait, let me see. Overlay. What's up, meow meow? I removed the overlay. Huh? Oh, there you go. Ha! You're muted. Okay, let's see. What was Alright, situations you will not have been in before because you're going one step beyond yourself. And as you get yourself in trouble, you also have help to get out of it. Because as you learn to work with your own resources, you are developing self mastery. Shakespeare says a poet's function is to reach to heaven for ideas and bring them down. Look at me, I'm not.
Buddha, mega meow meow.
Mega meow meow.
I'm drinking ginger tea with lemon.
Oh, okay, that's good. All right. Shakespeare says a poet's function is to reach to heaven for ideas and bring them down to earth. It is true that thought does not originate with man, but in heaven. Where did Beethoven go to find his Fifth Symphony? Did Jesus originate the Sermon on the Mount when great poetry and great music inspire you? What is conceived, gested, and born of that? You can choose between noble and ignoble. You understand poetry and music, love them, and you understand poetry and music, love them, and let them flow into your consciousness so you see that we all are linked to the sun, moon, and stars. We can lift our consciousness to a higher planes and see above as if from the masthead of the ship, the past, present, the future, all in the moment through the eyes of the soul. I did that last year. That was fun. Meow meow for her little picture book. Hey Vinny, you gonna come up? That's Vinny Pots and Pans. Everybody, please go say what's up to him. Thought creates form, but it is feeling that gives vitality to thought. Thought without feeling may be constructive, as in some engineering work, but it can never be creative. But it can never be creative in the work of an artist or in a musician, and all that which originates within itself, a new order of conscience needs to be recognized, a creation, the intertwined the intertwined reality of thought and feeling. It is it is this inseparable union of thought and feeling that distinguishes creative thought from analytical thought and places it in a different category if one is to utilize a new starting point for carrying on the work of creation. It might be done by assimilating the feeling of the divine ECK into the pattern of one's thought by entering into the stream of the ECK. The images in the mind from the stream of the spirit have to be generic. The reason is that by its very nature, the principle of life must be prolific, tending to multiplicity, and the original thought image must be fundamental to the whole race, not limited to particular individuals. Contextually, the image in the stream of the ECK must be an absolute type containing the true essentials of the perfect development of the race, just what Plato meant by typical ideals. This is the perfect substance of thing and thought. Therefore, it is our unfolding as centers of creative activity, as exponents of the new laws, and through them of the new conditions depends on our realization that divine power is the archetype of consciousness, perfection, at once as thought and feeling. Vinny! Going in the shower real quick. That's the scrub of the. Okay, Vinny, sis Buddha gift please. I dropped. Wait, let me see. Okay, I dropped it. I never heard that one though. Gate. I never heard that. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna finish reading the rest tomorrow. I'm running out of breath here. Little boss is gonna come up, and I want everybody to please grab up his channel. He's an amazing content creator. He has a very cool intro. There you go, very cool intro. Like he's like, hey, Benjamin, hello, shut up, welcome to my, and then the thing comes on. It's like, welcome to my channel. It's cool. Where the hell is the bookmark, bro? I lost the bookmarker. Alright. Danda, the righteous law. Danda, the Handa, self discipline, sometimes called the righteous law. It treats the divine rights of people as well as kings. Work both ways. Neither can trespass upon the other's rights. Those of you who wish to make the effort can also attain this self mastery in life. You do not come to the point of where you begin to direct or control spirit, because spirit will not be controlled or directed. What's the matter? What's the matter? You just woke up? People who try to do this are using the psychic powers, black magic instead. You, what the fuck? Let's see. Hold on here. Those of you who wish to make the effort can also attain this self mastery in life. You do not come to the point where you begin to direct or control spirit, because spirit will not be controlled or directed. People who try to do this are using the psychic powers, black magic. Instead, you let spirit flow through you without any blocks or obstacles whatsoever. Eventually, you become its pure vehicle as an ECK master, and whatever it wants, you carry it out. When you get a direction on the inner planes, you immediately begin figuring ways to carry it out. Sometimes it may take a while. You pick priorities and begin a while on them. A Christian who lives the law of righteousness is far superior to a chela who engages in useless arguments with other chelas about whether there is dogma in ekana, even though we are ultimately on a path. Oh, there goes the pump. Whoop. Hello.
Hi, Juice. What's up? What's up?
Hey, how you doing? I didn't recognize you because you don't have your hat. And you're wearing a tie, so I didn't recognize you.
What?
So how
Chubby.
you doing? You at work?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
night shift.
Oh
Night shift.
yeah.
One
Oh
of
yeah.
there's one outlet here in hotel.
Oh, you work in a motel?
Sports cafe. This is sports cafe.
Hey, what's up? Thank you, meow meow. You're looking sharp. The stock explorer said.
How, Doctora? Good morning there. It's a good morning or even
It is 5:47. It's the
morning?
evening. No evening. Look at this cat.
5:45 afternoon?
Yeah,
PM?
afternoon. Afternoon. 5:48 p.m.
Hmm.
Alright, let me play this for meow meow.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know
Give
Alright.
more ketchup. 5 packet mayonnaise and ketchup. Huh? Give more. Because I have a
Hey,
French
thank you,
fries.
meow
Give
meow.
more, huh?
Jorge, what's
Okay.
up? How you doing? Yo, I always go to your streams, but nobody's there. It's Bubbles. Sometimes Bubbles, or sometimes I see in the background cooking.
Shout out, George. Hi, how are you doing there, bro?
Hi,
Stock
Boss
store.
31. Mega Meow Meow, Boss 31.
Doctora, how are you?
Ito, trangkaso pa din.
I thought you was sleeping,
Pangit
meow
na
meow.
signal ko.
I thought you was sleeping
I
for
have
real.
bad signal. I have bad signal. It's not good here.
Mm. You have all these different cats. Oh my goodness. What is it? All the
I'm a look
different cats in your room?
attorney.
There's a white cat. There's Tiger. Major love, shout out to everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Let me play this.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything.
Alright. Yeah, boss looking like a boss. There's a boss here at work. Alright, so those of you who wish to make the effort can also attain the self mastery in life. You do not come to the point where you begin to direct and control spirit, because spirit will not be controlled or directed. Okay, I read that already. A Christian who lives the law of righteousness is far superior to a chela who engages in useless arguments with other chelas, or whether there is dogma and ekna. There's a movie called Dogma. Even though we are you ultimately on a path that is centered upon the inner. Hey, Stark Explorer, what's up, man? Thank you. I shall let me.
taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything.
Thank you, Nora, the Stock Explorer. Thank you so much. Everybody that don't got the Stock Explorer, grab her up. She's very supportive. A wonderful channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. What you do. I appreciate everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Stock.
Hey, Juicy. What's up, Juicy? We got Little Boss up here. We got Lifestyle Green, which is Meow Meow. And then Little Blast 31 is like karaoke. Is a cool channel to go to. Then we got Reality of Truth. We do need the outer expression of truth while in the human body. The righteous law is called Danda. It treats the divine rights of the people as well as that of kings. When it works both ways, it means that neither can trespass upon the other's rights. To have to write law upon the books and use this as a guide to keep society without moral standards of life is to bring about disorder in a society. I'm doing good, Juicy. I'm just reading the spiritual laws of life, and I was chilling at Lifestyle Goodings live earlier. Meow Meow is saying nice to meet you. Boss saying nice to meet you. They're in the BG background. Boss is at work, so you know. And Meow Meow doing some things around the house.
Hi guys, nice to meet you, Juicy and Style Explorer. Let's get connected to our co-host, Boss 31, and all the way from Qatar.
She's good, local attorney, not a waiter, no?
Um, Meow Meow, drop his link so I could pin it.
My link? I don't drop my link.
No, drop his link so I could pin it.
Little Boss link?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get. He has Premiere.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go get it.
He looking like a boss. Haha, he laughing.
Yeah, he's really a boss. Okay, so Little Boss 31.
We're
Premiere.
gonna drop his premiere, so
Okay, I
everybody
got it.
please go over there.
I guess they told me some quickly order.
Drop it.
Maybe take
Alright.
more time because on the kitchen
Mm,
cleaning and they all
mm,
the I
alright.
know. But Chef Ali, he cannot if tell talk nicely, huh? I telling just guess all maybe.
He said he just playing. Don't fire him, boss.
Hmm. No, the order until now not yet start cooking because the kitchen they cleaning. That's why the chef we're waiting to finish the steward to finish the cleaning the materials.
Oh wow. So you work overnight? So that means you'll go live like a what? At 4 in the morning?
Until morning 7 here
Mm.
8 hours duty.
Okay, so you go live later
Uh,
then.
I am in charge in the night. I'm order taker also.
The Stark Sport, what time is it you go live? I don't be getting your notifications.
My live, yes. This I start 11:30 in the morning.
Mm. I know when you go live, I'm always there. I mean the Stark Sport. I be rewatching her videos and I be seeing she do morning coffee talk.
The problem is my schedule. I have
Mm.
a schedule international. That's why we do not fix.
Oh, that's
Supposed to
right.
be
You're
one
sick.
evening, no? That's why I live this morning because next few days I don't have time for a live stream.
Now you're not doing too many. Shit, that's not a bad idea.
Only
To get watch hours, just
only
sit there and talk with your coffee. It's just getting the amount of people in there to listen. Yeah, it's cool. I like your dogs. You have cute puppies. I got a little puppy. Her name's Destiny. Cause that's my last destiny right there. So the stock sport, you probably missed it, little boss. Meow meow, you probably missed it. All you guys probably missed it. I announced earlier. You know how like I'm watching people's playlists and I'm posting it, and I think everybody should do that no matter the amount of like family members they have. I think we should run everybody. So I want us to know if anybody wanted to like be in it, y'all could be in it, and then you just post it.
what's the
On your
gender of
channel.
Stock Explorer? It's a
A
girl or a
girl.
boy?
That's a girl. She knows
Oh,
she knows all about the stocks and she's very smart. No
oh,
wonder why
really?
she passed statistics. Yeah, she's sick right now, so she
I like
can't come
chatting
on the
with you
channel.
guys. Oh,
Yeah, she
hello,
sorry.
hello, Stock.
I knew it
Where
was
she
part of a
work?
Yorkie.
Where
Uh,
where you
I
work?
don't.
Stock.
I think she's self-employed. I think she work for YouTube and buying stocks.
Also, me, I love. I have a coffee lover. I'm coffee lover also.
You what?
How about you, sis? You coffee lover?
No, I don't like coffee. No, I work at a college, but I'm not rich. Haha.
If I make for
Hey,
you
that's
a
cool. You work at a
very
college.
good coffee, maybe you forget your name.
No, I
No, I'm
had
joking.
coffee. I had coffee because I had to. It's not a coffee. It's like an espresso. I had to sample it. I was working for a company where
Uh, I'm
they
not
would send me
drinking.
to different
I'm not
stores
a
sample.
espresso lover.
I'm looking for a sugar mama. Yes, it's a nice place to work, but I'm not there today.
Only
What's the college called?
only cappuccino, cafe latte.
Cappuccino. I like the frappuccino. The mocha frappuccino from
Ah, okay.
Starbucks. From Starbucks, the mocha frappuccino with soy milk minus the syrups, cause it's just full of sugar. I'm gonna move to North Carolina. But my mom found
Now I
out.
stop using sugar.
Yeah.
I'm using now honey. Honey.
Oh, my mom stopped
Yeah.
using sugar. She only uses
Better
almond
than
milk.
sugar.
That's good. It starts with a V. I'll let you guess. Big enough. Oh, you work at the college that bitch went to.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Ay,
whoa.
te come mierda.
Burning trash?
No, 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 no. My
It's not
neighbors.
good, no?
Oh my
Why
god, your
burning
neighbors are
the
burning
trash?
trash? What?
Ooh.
That's crazy. Her neighbors are
Hi,
burning trash.
Druzy. What's up? What's up?
Wow,
Druzy.
that's not good. I know we are talking about it's Valencia. Valencia, I think it is. Valencia. Yeah, she did the what is it, the 8 month one, and then the counselor there told her that she should transfer to Valencia. I don't know if she ever did because I stopped talking to her because what I just read, you see how I just read, like it just said darkness doesn't mix with light. So I can't, because she forces the spirit to do what she wants. She can't wait and receive your own blessings and let God decide whether you're supposed to be with that person or not. The heck you gonna try to trap someone's soul in a bottle? I never heard of that shit. When she said that to me, I freaked out. I was like, what? But yeah, that's like, oh my god. But the more you read these spiritual books, you learn a lot. And yeah, I can tell you that thoughts are very, very powerful. What you think is what happens. My folks are about an hour from there. Someday I will move to Florida, hopefully sooner rather than later. Where do you live now? Well, my mom, oh, like I was telling you in Star Explorer, my mom found out that she needs a license in North Carolina to work there. So she's doing the same thing that Lifestyle Green doing. Lifestyle Green has to redo her courses to refreshen, and in order to work there in Canada, well, my mom has to do that too. She has to retake the test, retake a bunch of classes, and then we'll move to North Carolina. I said, well, when will that be? In 2025? And then she was like, we're so in a rush. And she's moving me into a condo over there by Costco's. It's a condo. They have a pool on the top floor. I was like, yeah, just wait till that caves in. I'm not like fond of living in condos, but we'll see. I heard it has a balcony. I heard it has a nice view. I heard it has a gym. It has a pool. I mean, I can deal with the pool if there ain't nobody around. I don't like being in the pool with like a whole bunch of people. I don't know. Yeah, and they have a man-made built beach. Yeah, the
I'm watching
condo
NBA.
is built. Huh?
I'm
What do
watching
you?
NBA.
Oh yeah, what game?
Lakers versus Parkland.
Mm. Yeah, and Sunny Isles. It was built in 1983. In 1983, they made a lot of shortcuts. I spoke about it with the my realtor here. I call him the homework guy. I know him because he bought the house next door to me, and he put up the gate for me to get my dog. That was a rescue. But he told me, yeah, they did a lot of shortcuts building back then. They didn't do things by the book and all this shit. So I told my mom, "You gonna move me into the condo after just seeing what the heck happened to that condo?" I said, "Oh heck no." I said, "From a floor townhouse, you gonna move me into a condo." I told her there must be something over there by the condo that we're moving over there. I told her that let me see that somebody she's dating. Everyone was scoped out of Miami 8th. I know I used to work with a guy that said he was a cowboy. It was one of those really big affiliations back then. Do you know what that is, Juicy? He said he was the cowboy. There were
Yes,
no
kagab.
one.
Hanap is up today?
Let's start exploring. What do you suggest? Like, if somebody wants to invest,
Ooh, lost again, Lakers.
they lost again.
Yeah, 2 points.
Who who are they playing for? Who are they playing against?
Parkland.
Kirkland. Who was it
Four
you guys
straight
played? Oh,
loses. Give me 14. Yeah,
no, that's what they were called by Lakers versus the Nets. Oh, no wonder. It's the New York Nets. Didn't they just lose their main basketball player? Their main basketball player? It was last year or something. Kobe Bryant. No, Kobe can play. Kobe was very good at basketball. Shit, I remember when he was out. When I was playing basketball, I was a point guard for a varsity team. Yeah, I don't watch basketball either, Juicy. I honestly I don't. If anything, I am on. To be honest with you, I'm on my computer, running people's playlists or in lives. I just got out of a live, and I just came to my live at 4:20. But I got out of Meowmeow's live, which is fun live. But nobody want to participate. Like like send a bingo card. That's all you had to do. Was go to Google, press type in bingo cards, copy the bingo card, and send it to her Facebook, and then you play bingo. But she gonna do it next time because not a lot of people participated It was only three of us, and we were like, "What's the fun of playing?" So we did the playlist, but it was for nothing. But hey, we got people views, so that's good. Let me see. Let me see who's live, so we could transfer. Meow meow. Is anyone live on your side? Y'all know. Well, let me see, cause I subscribed some new people today. If anybody's going live in the chat, let me know. Please let me know. Who the heck am I still saying that I'm watching? Who is this? I don't know who you are. It's asking me, are you still watching this? I don't even know who you are. Buddha, thanks, appreciate
Shout
it.
out. Hey,
Oh, it's the short that Meow Meow put on the playlist. She said thanks. It's a short live for members only. Shit. Hey. Oh. My friend is live. My friend is live. Everybody, please. Let's go over to Georgia Girl. I'm every woman. Georgia Girl. Let me type it. Hold on. Georgia Girl. I am every woman wellness. Let's go over to her. Give her a nice booty. Hit thumbs up. I know she be telling me she be trying to wait to go live before I go live. But it's alright because I already been on here for like an hour and 57 minutes. I'll wait till it's like 2 hours evenly. But y'all can go over there, say what's up, show love. I should be on her panel a little bit. Let me see, she's sick. What is this? Is this silent? Wait, that's Ruthie. Oh, this is an unboxing. Oh, yeah, this is just an unboxing. It's not an actual live. Oh, she's gonna talk about Georgia Girl Troopers. So if anybody wants to join in on the playlist, exchange playlist, please do go over there. I dropped it. Please do go hit up the premiere. Go put thumbs up. I'm hitting it just to make sure I hit thumbs up. Yes, I did. Okay, but I didn't type a comment. Mm, Sorry, little boss. I hit thumbs up, but I never put a comment. Meow. Here, waiting. Okay, let me share. What is that playing? Oh, that's her playlist. I'm like, what is that noise? Dun 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 dun. That's her playlist. Let me see. Select all. Copy. Paste. Little boss. Little boss. There we go. 1.96K. Okay, lip gloss. Oh shit! Yeah, man, I got a premiere.
Why?
Hold on. Hold on. Oh shit.
What happened?
Meow Meow has a premiere and she didn't even tell me. Oh my god, I'm a kicker.
Shout out, Miss Daisy.
Everybody in the chat right now. Hold up,
Meow
what you doing?
meow.
Meow Meow got a premiere.
Would you like?
Premiere. Now.
Check it. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
She didn't even tell me. Alright, so what are we watching? Let me share. Why every time I try to share something, it's gonna tell me about my internet provider? Oh, here we go. Oh shit. Does that copy the link? I guess I'm gonna ask because I see blank. Well, I see countdown. There we go. I don't think she has ads. Yeah, man, I don't think you turn on your ads. Shit. I see counting down. I don't see no, let me see, ads? No. What is she doing? Bahala Koidin. Basta acompanhar na pra. Ah, she ended. What? So funny. What's up, Daisy? Juicy. The Star Explorer. Everybody type Buddha. Please connect with one another above and below you. Let me see who's actually going live. Excuse me, here we go. He always supports. Alright, everybody. Alright, I got Caddy King who's live. He's very supportive. There's only 3 people in his chat. If y'all could please go over there and show love, I would greatly appreciate it. Look at her snoring away, bro. Let me see, cause I got 7 people up there. Alright, let's see. I'll just finish this book. Oh, when you come to the state, alright. When you come to the state of self mastery, it does not mean that you now have license to live life, doing whatever you please. It simply means that now you know and understand the laws of spirit as they apply to you. You know the things you can do and the things you cannot do. And while you make your way through life with guidelines, you also are being a vehicle for spirit. Ekankar stands for spiritual freedom, plus all the self responsibility that goes with it. If we want it, we must also give it. People respect a leader who walks the talk. Just give people space, responsibility, and respect and watch them grow spiritually. And as they do, you will too. Ekanar stands for spiritual freedom, plus all the self responsibility that goes with it. The Dharma, the Dharma, the law of life, the righteous of life, doing what is right, the code of conduct that sustains the right ethics in life. One takes for granted before he starts on the path of ECK that he is to become well grounded in the fundamentals of righteousness. He must practice the Dharma, the law of life itself, in all aspects of his life. This means doing what one ought to do while in check, ECK Chela. Without doing this, he cannot make a start in life. Karma, of course, is bound up with reincarnation. It is separated into two parts, cause and righteousness, which are the basic factors that create which is righteous or righteousness. The law of life, or what ought to be done, that brings about karma for the individual or groups. It should always be borne in mind that ignorable thoughts that and actions inevitable result in unhappy consequences. The negative power of Satan is merely an instructor who is in charge of God's earthly schoolroom, the place where soul gains purification so that it may only they re-enter the heavenly state of consciousness and become a co-worker with God. You and I, so were created in the heart of God and put in the lower worlds because we simply would not serve others. We were self-serving, enjoying our life on our soul plane and other worlds, and we would not give anything in any way, and so we came into the lower worlds. Many of you write and ask, what is my mission in life? Very specifically, is it to become a co-worker with God? How does how this breaks down for your particular talents is actually between God and you. Another point is to live the karmaless life, to act without creating further karma, is to do everything in the name of God or in the name of the inner master within you. This is a simple way to go through life. We are interested in learning how to live life, retreat from life. By living fully, we get the experience we need to one day become a co worker with God. You need every conceivable experience. It's better to go out and do something that you would later find was wrong than to do nothing. At least you learn something, even if it's only that you would never do it again, and you're smarter than you were before. There is no easy way to explain the teachings of ECK and the truth contained therein. That understanding has to be an individual undertaking. The most we can do for our family is to ask for their goodwill and letting us study the path of our choice. Give them the self freedom and just enjoy each other as people and as loved ones. Sometimes we're able to work it out, sometimes not. I really don't like the teachings of ECK to come between members of a family, and I certainly don't recommend anyone take the ECK discourses on the sly, such as though an anonymous post office box that's being dishonest. In the spiritual life, you find you have to be honest. We don't look to ethics as our goal. We look to God realization, but as we gain in spiritual unfoldment, our ethics do become greater more so than on any other path. All I'm concerned about is that the outer life stays in harmony and balance, and that you don't go out there and do strange things of a sudden. Give up your job, take all your savings out of the bank, and go off to the ashram. That is that is not the spiritual life. The spiritual life is carrying out the duties that we have accepted, such as family and children, and figuring out ways to support them. This is where the challenge of life is today. One of the spiritual principles that I have learned is that there is always a way, no matter what. Hey, Mama Dingo! What's up, Mama Dingo? I'm sorry, I was looking down at the book. No matter what, have a health, financial, or some other kind of situation, there is always a way out. A person who wishes to move from the ego to the higher self and understanding does so through right action. We call it the Dharma. 4 Zoas. Zoas. The 4 Zoas laws of Akonka for the modest. The initiate the fifth circle are 1. The modest shall not use alcohol, tobacco, or drugs, gamble, or be gluttonous in any way, nor Mahada shall be existent on the animal level. He is a leader and he must fix his attention above the psychological of the brute. The Mahara should not speak with tongue of vanity or deceit, or unhappiness, or criticize the actions of others, blame others for wrongdoings, quarrel, fight, or inflict injury. He shall at all times be respectful and courageous to his fellow man and show great compassion and happiness. 3. The Mahara shall have humility, love, and freedom from all bonds and creeds. He shall be free from the laws of karma which snare him with boastfulness and vanity. He shall have love for all people and all creatures of the Sigma. 4. The Matis must preach the message of ECK at all times and prove to the world that he is an example of purity and happiness. He must show that the disciple and the human body must have a master in the human body. If the Shela came to the Mahanta, the living ECK master, and said that the spiritual contemplation of ECK did not appeal to his temperament, he would be given counsel to frequently associate with those who have gained stature of the Matis. The initiates the fifth circle. These are the ones. And my back's not hurt. I need stretch. Who have had real spiritual experience, constant contact with them will assist him to bring out his latent spirituality. The maddest are the higher ones who turn the minds and wills of the cellas toward divine objects above all. They stimulate an intense longing of the spiritual life. The four Zoa light laws of Ekanah for the maddest, the initiate the fifth circle are one. The maddest, no, yeah, back go. I already read that. Four. At the time the body, at the time of his passing, every living ECK master turns over his work to the next living ECK master who is in the body, and he carries or onto his time to translate from the human body into the other worlds. Those who translate shall continue with the ECK cellas they have initiated on earth. When those cellas have passed across the borders of death into the upper worlds, the ECK master meets them, and they begin their further studies under him in the heavenly worlds. These are the four laws for the Mahas, the initiate of the fifth circle. They shall be abided by the shall by. They shall be abided by and shall have the respect given to the Mahanta, for each law within itself has great authority and power. The works of Ikanar depend mainly upon the Mahadas. Gratitude. The law of gratitude. I have a lot of gratitude and thankfulness for everyone being here. Thank you, Juicy, for still being here. Mama Dingo is a wonderful person. Please type Buddha to drop your link. Law of gratitude, abundance flourishes in the grateful heart. Gratitude is a secret of love. The law of gratitude states simply that abundance flourishes in the grateful heart. The greatest of God's laws and the law of divine love to serve life out of gratitude for the gift of life. We serve God and life of God of gratitude. Why? For the blessings we have received. Gratitude is a secret of love. If you can learn to be grateful for these things that the Holy Spirit brings to you every day, you will have gained something that many other people have not found. Hey, Vinny! What's up? What's up? What's up, Vinny? Wait, took a long shower, man. You have me waiting here. You scrubby, scrub. Acknowledgement is done through gratitude, which keeps our hearts open to ECK. When gratitude is lost, then the result is spiritual poverty. Gratitude unseals fountains of creativity because a grateful person is relaxed. There are there are some people who are unhappy under the most severe conditions and physical hardships you can imagine. They are happy even when they have no food, no shelter, yet our affluent society, there are people who are unhappy although they can have anything they want with every material thing in hand. They blame others for what they don't have. Probably it's because they haven't yet shown gratitude for what God has given them. Ungrateful people can never be happy. They can never be generous because their world begins and ends within themselves. It's a totally self centered world. To grow spiritually, you have to somehow get to be a person with your attention on God, on love. Then you'll find the great things and little things. Life will be more rewarding when we learn the secret of gratitude. The window of gratitude opens to us the heavens of God. Love, the law of love, the principle which gives thought the dynamic power to correlate with its object and therefore to master every adverse human experience, feeling that imparts vitality to thought. Feeling is desire, and desire is love. Before you leave this life, take the trouble to learn the secret doctrine of ECK. It is the law of love which alone can carry you to God. The law of love will bring you to the necessary materials for your spiritual growth and maturity. Therefore, if you require love, try to realize that the only way to get love is to is by giving it, that the more you give, the more you get. And the only way in which you can give it is to fill yourself with it until you become a magnet of love. Simplified, the mechanics of love is this: thought is a channel of emotions and is carried by the law of vibration, the same as light or electricity. It is given vitality by the emotions through the law of love. It takes form and expression by the law of growth. It is a product of soul and hence it is divine, spiritual, and creative in nature. Since we know that we cannot love everybody equally, then we can love warmly only a certain number, but according to the law, we must give impersonal love to all. There are many routes we can take to heaven. God has established so many different paths and means for us that there is a way for everyone, including the atheist. This sounds almost like a humorous paradox, but it's true. An atheist can be closer to God than a Bible carrying, born again Christian, simply because the atheist may have a better understanding of the law of love. Every man must first seek to give love if he expects to receive it. He must give it under every circumstance, even though he is abused, mistreated, and given unnecessary hardships in this world. You must choose to love only those who will be faithful in returning a love to you and who will not use your love for a selfish purpose. This is the use of discrimination and love for your fellow man. The subject can change conditions because it is a part of the universal mind, and a part must be the same as the creative power of the ECK power. This, as everything else, as governed by God's law, and this law is the law of love, which is God power in creation, which automatically correlates with its objects and to brings it into manifestation. We blame our problems on the Kal Niranjan, which of course is our own base nature. To put it another way, the Kal is our indulgence run free. It is perhaps more honest to look at Kal Naranjan, the king of negative world, as something of our own creation which has no life or energy except what we give him. In other words, I'm pointing the finger right back at the person, which is usually ourself, who sends out the blast of energy to other people. We are responsible for all the ripples created and others by our anger, as well as the ripples they in turn pass along to the next group. The higher you go as an initiate in ECK, the greater your responsibility becomes. The law of love becomes very exacting. Whenever I look at a child, I see a little adult. Mighty oaks from across grow. There's no impulse to talk down to children once you realize they are souls returned from older time and place. They need today's leg of the spiritual journey to the same as you and me. The law of love, this is law of spirit, the light and sound of God. You can bring it into your own life, and when you do, there will be no one who can take it from you or tell you this is or that was right for you. You are going to know for yourself from direct experience with the light and sound of God. You find that spiritual ecstasy does not touch all, but those whom it does touch feel love drenching all consciousness, overwhelming all being. Love is God, and love is an act of God. Memories, doubts, and fears are far away when perceived through the love deemed by love that is in itself so absolute, so separate from logic that nothing else matters. Death is only an incident. Tortures can be endured until one dies, but it does not matter. In the end, agony dies of its own nothingness, like recoverably years. Love lives forever. Pain and the past are nothing more than love's chrysalis, its shell, its seedbed, in which these necessary, nothing release such real wonders, such as a comforting throw of God's hand on one's shoulder. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end in a few, Vinny, cause I already been up here like 2:28, so probably gonna end in a few. I'm just trying to hurry finish this book, cause I got other books. But hey, you might, come back. I might have like a chill stream if nobody goes live. I'm trying to see. Okay. I'm gonna drop a link if everybody could please go over and show love. He's live right now. He's very supportive. His name is Cali King 916. I'm trying to like, cause it's getting dark. um, wow. Everything this book is talking about is something I'm going through right now. Knowledge can bring many things, for knowledge comes from mind expansion, but the consciousness of the heart brings love, and love brings all things. Those individuals who catch the full impact of the holy word are never again the same. because someone who has divine love in his heart will treat others according to the high spiritual law of love. The ECK masters embody the divine law of love, and through them it reaches out into all the worlds, creating a wide circle of influence. You see what? Those individuals who cast a full impact of the holy word are never again the same. That's why you don't take I love you like a joke or a game. You don't say that to people if you don't mean it. Even if you got someone else, you don't say that. Regardless, you don't say that shit because you got someone else. So why the hell are you saying it? Don't. You should do yourself and just be honest. The ECK masters embody the divine law of love, and through them it reaches out into all the worlds, creating a wide circle of influence. These ECK masters are high in consciousness, so this love come pouring through, and there is no way they can block it. They must give and give and give. They become a self-fulfilling law of love wherever they go. The greatest law of love, the greatest law of all is the law of love. And this is the law that you're interested in to find your way back home to God. The spiritual laws are based on the law of love. They do not punish for the mere pleasure of inflicting pain. They do it to teach people a spiritual lesson, which is part of their entire education. A little here, a little there, a little arithmetic, a little bit of language and geography, all the aspects of a spiritual nature, so that one day soul can become a co-worker with God. Well, shit, I don't learn Messiah to God, low. I don't yeah, geography. I don't went across the world, fell in love. Uh-huh. Everyone earns what he gets, like it or not. That is the law of love. The law of love helps soften and harden hearts. Often there's no harder heart than that of a victim to some facet of life. It's hard like a walnut shell. Yup. And how do you get through? Divine Spirit will. It takes strength and youth and returns weakness and old age. It takes power and trades it for weakness. It takes freedom and gives back slavery. How does love show up? The window of heaven, the ECK initiation, your initiation carries a great responsibility, but it also gives the ability to open your heart to life around you and to tell all of God's creatures. There is so much that God has to give you and me, but all these different rules and codes that we live by sometimes restrict us in the wrong way without letting us know that there is a higher law, is the law of divine love. To get love, to get love you must give. To get love, you must give love wherever and whenever you can, because that is the law of love. The Master helps each individual find love and freedom. In a sense, the Mahanta and the living ECK Master isn't a savior at all, pursuing a fraternal mission of saving anyone from himself. It would it would violate the law of karma, for he respects God's law of love, the life. Here is a divine gift of soul for soul to unfold spiritually by experience. Oh shit, I'm learning off. Higher laws such as the law of love prevails in the spiritual worlds, but down here we are in the worlds of dichotomies, lack of plenty, highs and lows, riches and poverty. The law of love states to get love, you must give love. All who have felt the love of God must return that love to others. It is the law of love. The law supports the universes, and in it is the only hope and peace in your time. That peace never comes through any decree by a leader and politics or religion, for it already resides in the heart. But one must find it. Question: what is the spiritual purpose of life? Answer: to learn to give and receive, to learn to give and to receive love. That is the spiritual purpose of life. Love and love alone is the key to God realization. All other attributes and virtues spring from divine love. It is the beginning and ending of all things. Love is the key of God realization. Love, after all, is the great law of life. God's love sustains all. So exists because God loves it. And so the Sagdama has sent the Mahanta, the living ECK master, to help wandering souls find their way home again. The Master is with you. The Master is with you always, in all times and places. He shares your joys and sorrows. He lightens the burden of your fear. From life's changes, yes, He's always here with you. He rides on the celestial winds of God's sound and light. So listen and watch for Him. There, find Him in the secret places of the garden of your consciousness, its holy ground, when all others fail and tremble, as the trials of living become too great of their faith. You know and see the promise of God's ever present love. The Mahanta is here with you all the times and places. His dear presence is in the source of the cellos, hopes and dreams, and yes, even the courage. All is as it must be in God's house. All is of all is right, all is true, for all therein is love's embrace. Divine love and justice are yours to receive and give. Hold up your golden cup to heaven, say, Lord of all, fill it with thine holy love, and let me drink till I drink no more. Ah, sweet love of life, sweet, gentle, pure, and kind. It gives life to all whom you meet, for they can feel the divine goodness in you. You and they are kin, sons and daughters of the Supreme One, equal and equally loved in the eyes of God. Are these the dreams of the dreamer, or surely the dreamer of life? You share the divine dream. You're a co-worker with Mahanta. Help bring love and justice to all within your spirit. Yes, I am always. mm, Yes, I am always. My computer dim. Yes, I am always with you. Always look and listen for my light and voice. And them are the guidance and excuse me, and them are the love and guidance and see you seek for making your own way back home to the ocean of the love and mercy. The basic law is law of love. That is the single law. But some people think that obeying the law of love means that what is yours is mine and what is mine is mine. Some people just don't understand the difference between selfish love and divine love. There have been higher initiates who have had a strong reaction to the Murbury's two laws. They feel I'm getting into the social message that they don't understand the spiritual laws that govern life and the responsibility of soul to align itself with the law of ECK, which is the law of love. And in the lower worlds, the law of love breaks out in the two streams, right and wrong. To live here and conduct yourself, you have to know what the laws are, and if you break them, then you create karma. Please can create so much karma that they can slip backward in their initiations. One of the world love is worth more than 1,000 clever speeches. To serve is an expression of divine love. The secret of all time is that we each to be a steward of divine love. Love is the only way to God, the only way if you want to go this route. Ask the Mahanta in contemplation to be shown the way. Answer. Modern prophet answers your key questions about. Oh, it says a modern prophet answers your key questions about life. Chapter 2. Life is God's blessings to each soul. You to learn how to give and receive love. So, what is the reason of living? Again, life is God's blessing to each soul. You to learn how to give and receive love. That's what's going on behind the scenes in this great laboratory of life. And I will finish the rest. Let me see how many pages. Oh, yeah, because I gotta explain to you what the Mahanta is. Sarah, the Summa God. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'll probably do that like around 12 noon time. Um, yeah, noontime. So that way I can be able to support. I'm gonna end my stream so I can go support and pay attention to the playlist I'm running. Let's see, nice France along the Côte d'Azur, Nissa, La Bella, and Nicard. Very nice. She gives very nice tours. I feel like I travel. All right, I'll see you there. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna end this live stream. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you, meow meow. If I don't hear from you, I'll do what you say. Always, Keek. Namaste, meow meow. Have a good night. Mega mega meow meow. Namaste to each and every one of you. Thank you for coming. And let's go show love to Cali King. Namaste.